So, as an idiot as I am, I left my keys in my bike and switched on and went into work after an 8 and a bit hour shift. Went back to a dead battery. And the joys of PCX, it does not have a Kickstarter. So I couldn't kickstart it. So Ryan has took his battery out to attach to mine, start mine up, and then reattach my battery so it'll charge on the way home.
I'll just touch the connectors onto my connectors.
Aye. And let's hope this works. Usually the battery's only there just to start your bike up.
Aye, that's all it's used for. How do you get this strap out?
So let's have a look. So, situation is now, we got my battery in Ryan's bike, you can see, currently charging. So what we're going to do is wait for that to charge a little bit, then we're going to lob it in mine. And the one benefit with the PCX, most bikes usually have to wait for the dial to come all the way back and so you can start it up. As soon as that screen comes on, I can start my bike.
Like a Hellcat.
Then it blew the fuse when it went dead.
So, as you can probably hear the bike, well you might not be able to because my bike is quiet. Bike is running. So, after putting it in Ryan's and charging the battery up, it still wouldn't work in the bike. So we're a bit confused. And this is why you always ring the place you bought the damn thing from. And also has a service department. So, I rang them. And he basically said, check your fuses. Which we probably should have done at the end, shouldn't we? And my 25 amp fuse was blown. And luckily, there's spare fuses in the bike. And we changed that 25 amp fuse and it started straight away. Which is perfect. Alright guys. So, I'm currently shooting this on a different day, just because I realised that my camera had actually died. And it had died as I was filming this outro, pretty much, trying to summarise basically what happened. So I'm currently on my way to get some petrol at the moment, so I thought I'd quickly tell you sort of what went on, and I was kind of in a panic. But what happened basically is I left my key in my bike at work when I went in for my shift, and not only had left it in, I'd left it turned on. The engine wasn't running, but the lights were on and my gauges were on and everything, because obviously I've got an electronic dial and everything on the PCX. So by the time I got back to the bike, the battery was dead. One thing that annoyed me slightly about obviously having the PCX, it doesn't have a kickstart. As most bikes, you would have a kickstart, battery was dead, just use the kickstart, start it up, and then your battery will charge as you're riding, and you won't have a problem. So that's where I had the major problem. Usually a kickstart would be sort of here, or either on the other side, but it isn't. It doesn't have one. So I will fill up, and I will, come on, there we go. I'll fill up and get back on the road. So I fumble around trying to sort out the batteries, which you guys seen, and So what you guys wouldn't have been able to hear is when we were trying the battery from Ryan's bike in my bike, the bike makes a little kind of a whir when you turn the key all the way around to start the engine, and that usually shows when the electricity is flowing through it, and usually when it engages the dials and everything. But it was making that noise but wasn't engaging the dials, so we were a bit confused because obviously we were just focused on battery. We didn't think about the fuses. We ended up shorting out the 25 amp fuse that was actually the main power for the bike's dials and the electric starter. And then I was like, ah, crap, I don't have any fuses on me. Then I looked in the back of the fuse case, because it just pops off. And I'll put a picture up on the screen of the back of the fuse box, which has tiny little plastic tweezers and a spare 25, 10 and 5 amp fuse. And I am so glad it does. So what I was able to do, using the little plastic tweezers, I was able to, obviously that's what I used to pull the fuse out anyways. I was able to swap the 25 amp fuse around. Hey presto, as soon as we started at that time, obviously after charging the battery up in Ryan's bike, as soon as we turned the key, the dash came on. I haven't had any problems since, and I have been remembering to take the key out every time, which I usually do. I don't know how I ended up forgetting that day. All I can say is thank you so much for Ryan for actually staying and helping me out. We're ripping his battery out of his bike and putting it in mine, and all in all, we were there for about an hour, and it was an hour of oh crap, what am I going to do? So I hope you enjoyed watching my moment of stupidity and absolute failure in leaving my bike key in the bike and letting my battery go completely dead. And remember, as always, ride safe but have fun.